Live, episode 10, Red River Rundown. We don't need a long intro. I'm in depression right now. I think Cam's team is on a bye.
That's
Isaiah's
right,
team whooped
baby.
some ass. But real quick, I was I was scrolling through the interweb and I came across an old quote. And this is probably the best movie quote I've ever heard in my life. It's an old movie. And as soon as I say it, you guys will know. But this is the top of the list, and I had to bring it up on the podcast. And it's it's one of the greatest quotes of all time. He says, "You knocked him down. Why don't you try knocking me down? Huh? My ring's outside."
Oh yeah, Tommy. My
Yeah,
ring's
Tommy.
outside.
Yeah. But all right, before we jump in talking sports, I was in the office last week, 2 weeks ago, and I overheard some older people talking about the kids' lingo, and 6, 7 came up, and I was listening to people complain about how stupid it is, and started thinking about back to early 2000s when, which seems like forever ago because it was. But I was thinking about then, thinking about some of the stuff that we used to say as youngsters and stuff, and I started thinking, are kids dumb, or is this just we're old? We're the get off my grass.
There's a couple things I want to um, talk about with this topic. I 1,000% believe that I look at some of the shit that we said 10, 15, 20 years ago on the slang. It was very local, right? It was very based on who was around you, how they said it, what they said, and the delivery of it. This 6, 7 shit is so global. It's so annoying, and I can't deal with it. I went to my nephew's football game, and every kid in the stands was doing it, and it wasn't even cute. It was just like 10, 12, 5, 4, all ages, all walks of life. That's like saying that skibbity toilet, Ohio Riz, all that.
Hey,
No,
bro,
what
skippity
does it
toilet
mean?
riz.
Nobody knows what it means. It has no like at
It's
least
provocative. It gets the people going.
at least in some aspect we kind of understood what we were trying to say if we were saying like oh that's dope, oh that's raw, like he's a savage, that boy cold, he's salty, like things like that. It was like there was a justification. Nobody even knows what six it I'm done. Enough's enough. They're stupid.
Yeah, no, I'm with Isaiah, man. I like at least the shit we came up with made fucking sense as it pertains to what we were talking about. Like they were legit slang words that were synonymous with, you know, with what we were trying to point the point we were trying to prove. Skibbity toilet, Riz slicers, like 6, 7. Uh, I can keep going. I mean, I can go on and on. That's just my brain's foggy right now, just because I got teenagers. But yeah, I'm like, this shit is dumb as hell. Like, if you got to look up a definition to try and figure out what the hell somebody's trying to say, because it makes zero sense at all. It's I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. Shit.
Now you're
This is
definitely
one
getting
of the
old.
last things that I said is when they started talking about AI and robots and they had a slang word racially profiling robots as a clanker. I was like, I'm done, bro. Enough's enough.
Now
I'm out.
y'all are cooked. That's what it is. Y'all just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
old
Y'all are
fuddy
cooked.
duddies. You
Yeah,
old
yeah, y'all
fuddy
are cooked.
duddies. Old fuddy duddies.
You
Um, our
cooked done
lingo,
makes
our
sense.
lingo made sense to us because we were the ones saying it. People outside of it that had no idea what it was, they thought we were just as dumb. The Our parents' generation looked at our slang and was like, these dudes are dumb as shit. They're dumb as crunk. What do you mean you're getting
No, I ain't
crunk?
crying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We were
Crazy
just
drunk.
as
What do you
dumb, bro.
mean?
We were just as
Crazy
dumb.
drunk.
I do think it's I listen to it and I'm like, okay, this it's obvious. This ain't for me. It ain't for me. It's for y'all. I think it's
Bro, I
stupid.
checked out. I checked out at Cap, no cap. I
See,
was like, all
I
right,
fuck with
I'm
Cap. I
done.
fuck with it, and
Nah.
I fuck with it. But The skibbity toilet riz, Ohio. I think some of it is clever because Ohio was bad. So like you can just call something Ohio and it means shit. I'm fine with it, but I'm never going to understand it because it makes my IQ just fall back. It's
Plummet.
yeah,
It plummets.
it's not a good thing. So, but yeah, I think we can all agree we're old.
At least
We're
it.
we're old.
I mean, even with Riz, it's trying to say like charisma. Like you got some confidence about you.
It's like
The
swag, bro. That's
Yeah,
yeah, swagger, riz, charisma. They're
but
doing,
swagger was a word.
they're doing. So is charisma, but they're doing similar stuff. They're just trying to
Yeah.
create it for themselves. We're just old. Oh god.
Yeah.
But all right.
Imagine older people than us and what they say.
Oh, bro, they probably don't even listen to it. They probably think they're speaking a whole different
Rad,
language.
yeah,
Oh god, yeah.
tubular,
Oh god, yeah, bitching though. That
shreds.
shit was hit. That was heat
Yeah,
though, bitching, bro. Bro,
yeah.
let's
That
yes.
was bitching,
That was
bro.
bitching. Yeah. But anyways, fellas, first off, we're going straight to it in the NFL. Isaiah, you gonna walk back that JT Bijan talk yet?
Look, man, the sun shines on a dog's ass at least
13
once a day.
times,
13,
Okay,
yeah, every
at
week
least.
for 9 weeks straight.
9 weeks straight.
Um,
I'm not even gonna say
so
9 weeks outside of
um,
one injury riddled year for his whole career. JT's been that guy.
it's not enough. It's not enough for me. You know who else had a great year last year? Saquon, and he's only had one good game. Okay, let's not so fast it Lee Corso style. All right. As far as how good that team is playing, yes, I'll give credit where credit is due. That team is playing extremely good right now, leading the division, on top, one of the top teams in the AFC. Um, but my guy, if Bijan actually touches the ball more, his touches are better. Bijan's a better running
Hmm.
back. Okay,
That
I'm
doesn't make
stating
Hold
it.
up,
sense. It also
hold
it
up. No, we're
no, go
gonna hold
ahead.
No,
on because
Bijan's a better running back.
Okay.
No, don't pull no stats. I don't need no stats.
no, I'm pulling that the way
Who's the best
he only
defense
had
that
9
Bijan has
carries.
cooked? He
The
only had
best
9 carries
defense.
because they were getting
Yeah,
hornswoggled.
and
They
he
were getting
fumbled.
That's right,
hornswoggled.
baby.
Guess who
That's
didn't
right,
fumble?
baby.
Who did Bijan cook?
Oh, like
The
throughout the
best
season,
defense that he's
who's it?
cooked. Because I'm looking at JT's defense and he shredded them. And once I say the name, you'll be like, okay.
Hold on. Let me pull up the schedule.
JT went 25, 165, had 2 catches for 50 yards and a tutty against Denver. So unless you're gonna say a top two defense in oh my God, Mahomes. Unless you're gonna say a top two defense in the league, I don't want to hear it. Again,
Didn't
top
he do it to the
five,
Bills?
top five okay. Top five right now, running back wise. Give me those two. Give me Christian. I'm still gonna say
Yeah.
Saquon, and then give me James Cook. Give me James Cook.
Like, man, he's one of those people that is so underrated. He got a little bit of a bag, but still, just especially this year, it's just quiet. It's like he might have. I mean that, and then they also had a bye week too, so it was kind of quiet last week versus like what JT and Bijan did. Bijan didn't have a good game against the 49ers either. But yeah, James Cook, like week in and week out, it's like give the man about 15 to about 10 to 15 carries. He usually is very efficient. Um, has long runs, probably scores a touchdown.
Yeah,
This man ran for
he's
200 yards.
he's solid out of the backfield too, catching the ball. He's just,
Yeah,
I think
he
he
just
gets,
doesn't have to do it a whole lot now.
yeah. Well, I think he gets lost in the shuffle of Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen gets
Yeah,
majority of the attention, and because of that,
and the praise.
yeah, I like Josh Allen. I just do think that sometimes he's a little too overhyped.
Yeah,
Cam, you still looking something up? You still looking up
No, I'm
Bijan's
just
touches? I was like, damn,
no,
bro, you
no,
in the
no, no,
lab.
bro.
he's
No,
like,
bro.
hold on now.
I'm past that. I'm just trying to find something real quick. I'm
Oh, okay.
listening to y'all though.
Yeah,
I'm hearing y'all's takes.
Yeah, I was like, God, dog.
yeah. James
Um,
Cook after last week, yeah, he's up to 753 yards rushing.
damn. What was week 8? So that's on par. He'll probably run for 1,000. That's not a big thing anymore.
Yeah,
I said, talk to me about your Dolphins, boy. They came out here cooking, didn't they? I said it. It looked like
I
Mike McDaniel and Tua was they were
out the door.
Well, they were out the door. They were
They were
whew,
out the
whew.
door.
And I wonder if they had a
And
sit down on last Monday and they were like, "Look, guys, um, we'll give you one more chance, but if you roll some bullshit out, we're firing you in the locker room." Okay,
well, I mean, I definitely think that with how they played defensively, they looked very good. Granted, it's not the starter; it's Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk is a absolute shell of himself now compared to what he was 2 years ago. Also, that being said, I think that because Atlanta was a top five defense, I believe. That's what they were saying throughout the course of the game. Don't quote me, but they were able to get the ball out very quick. And also, it was kind of like the war of attrition because Atlanta's defense was on the field so much. Then every now and again, we were able to capitalize on mistakes. We were able to move the ball, and Tua played clean. I have not seen that man play clean in a game for middle of last year was the last time he had like a clean game.
Bro, it's because they bringing
So,
everybody in, baby. He got to start playing clean. He can't be throwing games no more.
oh yeah,
well, I mean,
yeah,
not only
gambling ring,
that,
bud.
the running theme is like, yeah, just get pink eye every week and wear the visor from now on to it. I don't know how it helped you, but it helped you
He
because
probably has horrible vision. He probably got that Jameis. They put something on his eyes, and he was like, "Damn, I can see."
he said, "Hold on now." Well,
That was
it-
a
very impressive.
extremely shocking
Yes,
turnout. Like that
every
was.
time we got to stop, and every time we scored, I was like, "How is this happening?"
Kirk.
So how much? Yeah, I was going to say how much of this is
Yeah.
Miami and how much of it is Captain Kirk.
I think
Well,
it's a mix.
to start the game, honestly, like I thought it was gonna be Kirk was gonna settle in, pick his spots, but also you're missing your
Drake
top
London.
receiver. Yeah. Um. Then they cut Ray McLeod, who's another guy that Kirk liked to go to whenever he was starting.
You know who they weren't missing?
And huh?
You want to
Bijan.
know? Yeah, you want to know who they weren't missing?
Bijan.
Kyle Pitts, baby, what a game!
9 catches.
Hey, you know
Heck
what? You know
about.
what's crazy, bro? I picked up Kyle Pitts in fantasy, and he's a consistent 13 to 15 point guy
Which from
right
a
now.
tight end,
This
that's all
year,
you got. That's all you
yeah,
Bro,
need.
and
yeah,
this year
like
it's crazy
Yeah.
yeah.
compared to how he was for the past 3 years,
I brother,
4 years.
I'm not even gonna lie. When I was looking, I was like, man, do I really want to be? Do I want to be this
The
guy?
guy that get Kyle Pitts.
If you get
But
him off the
shit,
waiver wire, that's a steal. Because I mean, you
yeah,
could have
bro,
drafted
he's
him.
he's been solid, man. I'm
Yeah.
actually kind of happy with him.
Yeah, I think Atlanta and that division. We talked about it earlier this year. It's kind of shitbag. Tampa is an outlier. They're dealing with some injuries right now. But man, I was
Yeah.
impressed with Carolina up until this past week. Whenever Bryce Young had to sit in
Yeah.
Andy Dalton, this was like the week of old dudes starting because
Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm.
Joe Flacco
Yeah.
came back out and sold. Rodgers obviously is playing. And then you have older guys, Kirko, and then Andy Dalton come out, and Andy Dalton played the Bills, and it was horrible. But
The
I mean,
red fucking rifle,
yeah,
bro.
I think,
He's rifling that shit right to the defense.
man, he did 100%. I think Kirk Cousins. I think he'll be sacking groceries next year because
Well, not
he
with the bag that they got to pay him.
no shit. He's not going to do nothing anyways. After that performance, you can never put him back in the game because the fans will get everybody fired. Raheem
Yeah.
Morris will never coach again if he puts him back on the field. So at
How
this
much
point,
of it was not knowing how to call the game by Zach Robinson with Kirk in the game? Because Michael Penix Jr. compared to him looks very different. Michael
I,
Penix Jr. gets the ball out quick. Kirk is more of a 5 step, out of the eye, play action, likes to see things develop, picks his spots. Kirk against his own defense or against a man with a great one-on-one receiver, he can't. He's good, but I think
what you
that
just
was something that I looked at.
what you just described to me is the reason that he's going to be sacking groceries. We got an offense in place, my guy. If you can't come run it, get out of here. I think You know what I mean? I think it probably was a little bit difficult, but I mean, we're not setting the offense up for you because we don't think that you're going to be our quarterback for more than 1 week. You're a backup
Yeah.
quarterback at this point, and if it wasn't for money, I promise you he wouldn't
Yeah.
be in Atlanta right now.
No.
And if you can't learn the system to hold the ship for 1 week, man.
Well, I think that's what got him in trouble his first year. Is he on that quarterback Netflix series? He was very descriptive in saying like, "There's a ton of motions, and I'm not used to doing a bunch of motions, and like I'm trying to learn everything and having it installed so fast." Not absolving him of anything that's going on. It's just like he's not that style of quarterback.
I have a crazy question for y'all, and I'll back it up with some detail.
Uh-oh.
If if Atlanta if Atlanta decides to just, you know what, cut bait, like everybody else fucking doing it, college football's going crazy right now. Money's just
Yeah.
out there apparently. So
Mm-hmm.
if Atlanta just decided to cut bait, if you're
So
Minnesota, they're down to one quarterback.
Yes.
Would you bring him?
Yes.
Because I
bring
thought
him
about this
back.
because not only him, but also what's his name that was it Dallas? Cooper Rush was
Yeah,
awful.
Cooper Rush. Yeah.
But
yeah,
but
terrible.
Tyler Huntley comes in and Baltimore looks like Baltimore again.
Yep.
So I question like it's because Tyler Huntley knows that system. And Cooper
Yes,
Rush, I wonder if he would be like, would Dallas be inclined to try and bring him back on some kind of deal if Baltimore cut bait on him? Because Cooper Rush and filling work for Dak was he always looked pretty damn good in my opinion as a
yeah,
backup in Dallas.
No, he
I know they
yeah.
got Joe Milton, but
Yeah, no, 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 no. We're
I
on the
just think
same.
I think about that sometimes. Like backup quarterbacks could be really good, but they got to be in the right
in the
area, right
system. Yeah,
situation
I,
for
I
them.
I technically don't think that a backup quarterback should be crazy talented because I think it draws too much unnecessary
attention.
attention. Yeah, yeah. I want my
Yeah.
backup quarterback to be a
QB
backup quarterback,
controversy.
baby. I want
Yeah,
him to be just one of them. Like
All
Andy
you gotta do
Dalton
is
right now is
you ain't gotta worry
perfect.
about nothing but hand the ball to Booby, baby.
hold hold that clipboard and like just talk in my ear. And whenever I come to the sideline, talk me off the ledge of diving off the Devon Tower after watching the Steelers get fucking handled. But just talk to me, you know what I mean? And we'll be cool. I think those are usually the best backups or a rookie. Joe Milton is he's crazy talented, but I would much rather have
he
Cooper Rush
can't
right
throw a
now.
check down to throw his life.
Well, because he throws the
No.
ball 95 fucking yards. A check down for him is a 65 yarder.
Yeah,
So yeah,
he's like,
but
"Oh, you want me to throw this swing route?" Throws it
yeah,
28 rows up into the
Bro,
stands.
I saw this video on socials the other day. Some delivery driver pulled up to Joe Milton's house and paid him to throw him a pass as hard as he could
nah, I'm cool.
from like 15 yards.
I'm cool.
This
Why?
dude caught the ball and almost went through the truck.
Yeah,
Like
nah, I'm
just a
cool.
random person. I was like, hell no.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
That's
What y'all think
ridiculous.
about Scatterboo? Obviously, you seen his
Terrible.
dislocated ankle. Honestly, I'll say this is gonna sound crazy, but
I
I'm actually glad that it was just a dislocated ankle. I
it could have
think,
been a lot
yeah, it could have been
worse.
a lot worse. I thought he like broke it or fractured it or shattered it in a million pieces.
Hmm.
So, a dislocated ankle, I'm sure it has some ligament damage and things like that. He'll
Yeah,
probably be done for the season, but. Man, that boy can play some football, baby. He can play, and honestly, I know the Giants suck, and they're gonna continue to suck. But
yeah,
man, you're about to get a high draft pick. You have
yes.
Jackson Dart, who has came out and looked solid as a playmaking quarterback. You have
Hmm.
Scatterboo, who is a psychopath, who is also a playmaker. Then you get Malik
And
Neighbors back,
yeah.
Well,
and you got
Geno
Sexy
Johnson's not a
Dexy,
bad tight end. Sexy Dexy.
bro.
You know what? I think what's crazy is that their defense is will start to look better at times, and then they'll just get exposed. I.e., the Denver game.
Yep, that's what happens though.
Good God.
They
That's
just
what
need help in
happens.
the secondary, bro. Because
Yeah,
like I feel like their
Yeah,
edge and their line and their backers, I feel like they got a good young core.
solid.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's just
you
they
got to
get
think
toasted.
yeah.
Brian Burns is like 26 or 27.
Yeah,
Yep. I mean, their problem is they just go through talent too fast.
Yeah,
But they'll have a draft if they want a corner coming out in the draft, they can do it. They can do that.
yeah,
They're gonna have a lot because, like I said, they have a running back, they have a quarterback, they have a wide receiver. That is a great place to start.
yeah.
Offensive
all
line,
young.
maybe.
All
Their
on rookie
corner,
deals too.
yeah,
That's like they're set.
you have some time, and the I think the best part about that for them is Malik Neighbors was about to crash the fuck out if Russell Wilson had to come back on
Yeah.
the field.
Yeah, bro.
So Jackson
Second
Dart
year in
kind
the
of helped
league,
that
he's
out.
just
Yeah, he
pissed.
was about to
Yeah.
crash the fuck out. He was ready to get out of there.
I feel bad because the first game that they actually played together was the game that he tore his ACL.
Yeah, yeah,
So I have a question though in regards to the Giants. If you're the Giants brass, because this has been a hot topic for a couple of years, are given what you've seen, the energy, the connection, do you give Brian Daboll one more year?
I do.
I do too.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
he's connected to Scat and Jackson Dart.
Yeah, of course he is. He pulled Jackson Dart out the blue
Yeah.
tank.
Bro,
yeah. It got
yeah.
fined,
Like
cost the team a lot
I
of money.
Hey, I'd have
I
done it
I
too.
They
would
popped his pockets for 100. They popped the team's pockets for
They popped
250
Scatterboo's pockets too,
for
but no,
team.
I'd
Yeah,
bring him back. There's like you said, Cam. He's bringing an energy. He's you're seeing growth, and in
yeah.
my opinion, if you're seeing growth, don't at least bring him back, and you can fire him next year if you want to.
Yeah,
But
if you come out and look like dog shit for 6 games at the
yeah,
beginning of the
then just
season, fire him
fire him,
then.
and then yeah.
Yeah.
But I think bringing him back, don't do what a lot of these other dumbass franchises do, which the Giants do as well, which is you have a rookie quarterback, and because you're not winning games, you fire him and give him a brand new system to learn his second year.
Yeah.
Keep Dayball,
Yeah.
and then just keep it pushing. I would keep him.
Yep. I would.
Yeah. I mean, Browns. What do y'all do there? I mean, they got destroyed by them Patriots. The Patriots are impressing me. I know we talked about Drake May last week. Cam and I both agreed. It's a year too soon. I'm gonna stand on it because it's still October. I think down the stretch we'll see. I think they can make some noise. They may be, in my opinion, maybe like Denver last year, where they're making noise. They could make a playoff push, but I do think it's a year too soon. Um, Drake May though, that boy is throwing that bitch around.
Bro.
But
He
what?
is nasty for sure.
Yeah, I kudos to them. Hopefully they make a move for a receiver before
I'm
the trade deadline next
curious.
week. But the Browns, what do y'all? I mean, Miles Garrett is slamming his helmet down. He has 5 sacks in a game.
I
That's
mean,
Madden shit.
so the
yeah.
only reason why like with the Pats, man, like this is their schedule. Like he looks good, but this is their schedule. Raiders, terrible. And they lost to the Raiders, by the way. Beat the Dolphins, lost to the Steelers, beat the Panthers. Their only like serviceable win
Is the Bills,
it is the Bills. Yeah,
and
like everybody else they played is terrible.
that's a divisional
I mean,
game.
and the Browns. The Browns are ass, but they have a good defense.
Yeah,
They
but their
can't
offense is so
score.
bad that it's like
Yeah,
OU's team
Yeah,
last year, where the defense just gets gassed and then they just get ate up.
starting to feel like OU's team this year. Shit.
Hey, easy. We'll get there.
Yeah,
Don't
we'll
worry.
get
Don't
there.
you?
I
We'll
know. My
get there.
bad. My
Yeah, no, no.
bad.
But yeah, their schedule it does nothing for me to think that they can. We'll see. That's
It's
I
good. It's good because he's doing what he's supposed to against these shit teams.
yes,
Like that is what you want to see.
yes,
And then eventually the
he's
growth will take it to where he does it against great teams.
yes. I want to see him against the
he's
Bucks, which I think he'll
I
still fry the Bucks in a couple weeks. I want to see him against the Bills the second time, and then the Ravens game, and I'll judge him this year based off of those
Fellas,
three games.
I'm not gonna lie to
he
y'all. I'm in the complete minority on Drake May because I just thought he was Mac Jones reincarnated. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all.
I think his
I
arm talent is
I
a
was
lot
like, bro,
better.
there's no way.
I think his arm talent in a pro style, it seems to be that he gets the ball out a lot faster. It seems to me that also he could do a little more to escape the pocket than Mac Jones,
His arm strength
respectfully.
is a lot higher than Mac too,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think he's more poised. He's calmer and collected. He's better than I
Yeah.
thought too, because I was like, I don't have him talent wise on par with Jaden Daniels and Caleb. I didn't have him there. Watching him now, I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
bro, you
He's
got
I
it,
mean
you got it.
it's like a four-way tie for third place for passing touchdowns and he's in it. And he's one, two,
Now I
three.
will say, and again, it is whatever it is.
He's fourth in the
They
league in passing yards.
they're trying to get him passing touchdowns. They were up by like 14-20 or something,
Yeah.
and they're still throwing the ball. So they're trying. They're
Which
doing what the
which
Bills
is
did with Josh Allen.
that's that McDaniels.
No,
I
Josh
100%.
What is it with New
doing that.
England and not having having quarterbacks that throw like this and not having premier pass catchers? And
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
fucking matter in New
Yeah,
England, like ever. Who was the last premier
This
pass
is
catcher they had? Like premier,
Randy
like
Moss.
top 10. You know what I'm
Randy
I
saying?
Moss.
mean
It has
Yes.
to be
Gronk.
Randy.
You could say no. You could say Gronk.
Well, yeah, Gronk,
Let me
but
back up. Not pass catchers, wide receivers.
just wide receivers.
Because
Wide
they've
Yeah.
had tight
receivers.
ends. Yeah, they've had tight
Yeah.
ends.
It's either Edelnut or Randy.
Randy.
Hey,
Randy.
Edelnut.
I mean,
Go put my tub on 103. Get my
because how many
Gatorade ready.
years were Brandon LaFell and fucking Dion Branch, David Patton,
Yeah,
fucking
they've
Troy
never had
Brown,
Randy
like
was by far their best. Wes probably second, and then I would go Jules. I know Jules was a better playmaker than Wes, but people forget how good
Josh
Wes Welker is.
Gordon, because Josh Gordon was in
Danny
that offense.
Amendola. Danny Amendola. But yeah, the Browns to me, I have no sympathy for them. I know Miles Garrett was slamming his helmet. He got 5 sacks, and they ask him every week, like, how does it feel? And he's like, this is stupid, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, you signed the contract. You
Yeah,
came out,
like you decided to stay there.
yeah,
You
you
asked for a
knew, no,
trade.
yeah. And then was like, no, I'm gonna stay here. I think, oh, I have an inkling what we're gonna do at the quarterback position. And then you draft two. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Hey, when Deshaun gets healthy though,
He's their only savior. I'm telling people he's their only
Bro,
savior. It's sad, but that's the best it's gonna get because DG, you see what he's gonna do with the offense. They're not gonna push the ball down the field very
they're
very
not going to
far.
play Shador. They're just not going to do it.
Well, they can play Shadur, and the thing is Shadur will probably help pushing the ball down the field, but he's gonna get sacked 500 times.
Yeah.
yeah.
He thinks he's just that, so he's going to try to be a playmaker, and he's going to spin around and turn around and run backwards, and he's going to get sacked, and he's going to kill drives. He'll have some good throws, but it's not going to be enough. That's why I'm like, man, Deshaun Cosby is probably their best bet when he comes back.
I feel like with Shador, I agree with you, and I feel like a lot of quarterbacks that come out of college that depended on like could do that in college. It takes them a while. Like I feel like that was one of Baker's biggest problems. This man was a Houdini at Oklahoma. Nobody could fucking sack him. He would just scramble around like crazy in the backfield and somehow pop out of a catastrophe event in the pocket and find a guy open. And when he got to the league, he tried that shit and he you can't do it in the league.
He's getting his shit
No.
wrecked.
Yeah,
Kyler's still doing the same thing, and that was the
yep.
biggest thing
Yeah.
about Caleb is Caleb's
The only
talent is
one.
crazy, but he's such a playmaker. He doesn't understand the do it when you
Step
need
up.
to. Well, just do
Yeah.
it when you need to. Don't try to do it. It
Every
fucking
play,
first
like
and 10.
live for the next
Yeah,
down, man.
it's first
Like
and 10 with
damn.
14 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter, and you're out here taking unnecessary hits. Throw the ball out of bounds and go to second down. It's
Bro,
that.
that's
He's been sacked 12 times. You know who leads the league in like the most sacks?
Probably Justin Fields or hold on.
Trevor Lawrence.
No.
No. I do know that Trevor Lawrence leads the league and passes dropped by receivers
That doesn't so Andrew took a drink of
by
that.
a fucking
Cup of
landslide.
coffee.
Yeah,
God dang it,
couple
man.
coffee in the big time, yeah.
Cam
Yeah.
Ward has been sacked 34 times.
Oh,
Oh my
that's that. I
God.
can't believe I didn't think of. Yeah, he was getting hornswoggled yesterday.
Nobody's
You know
gonna
who's second?
touch who.
Drake May.
Yeah, he holds on to the ball a lot.
Bro, nobody is going to touch David Carr's record as
Oh my
sacks,
God.
bro.
Jesus.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
Cam Ward is on pace right now.
Yeah, Andrew Luck tried
He's
to.
on.
He tried to. Joe
Fucking
Burrow, his rookie
poor
year, tried to
David
too.
fucking
Yeah.
Carr, bro. He didn't even get a chance to get his career taken off.
That's sad too, because imagine having your dream realized, your childhood dream of playing in the NFL, just to be drafted to an expansion football team
Yep.
that is dog shit. Oh, Zach
So
Ertz.
bad, bro. So bad.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild
I bet
business.
he
Wild
came
business.
in thinking. I bet
I'm
he
a
came in the league thinking, hell yeah, it's an expansion team. Shit, the last two were Carolina and Jacksonville, and they started their damn franchises
Pretty
real
hot.
well.
real good. We about to go. We about to
Not
turn this up.
Houston.
Yeah, we about to turn this up right now, baby. Let's go.
Oh
I'm gonna
shit!
get a statue. And they were like, no,
You're gonna get a
no.
statue getting sacked.
No, you're not.
Yeah, they're like the biggest
No, you're
thing that
not.
you're gonna do is you're gonna help springboard your little brother into the league, bud. That's it for
Yep.
you.
He's going to learn from your mistakes on
Yeah, yeah.
not being able to get rid of the ball.
Yeah. Oh God. Hey
For a
man,
little bit.
he was an MVP candidate for a little bit, but
Yeah.
How about Rattler getting benched?
yeah, I mean, I
I
saw
was
it
a little
coming.
surprised.
I just think New Orleans at this point understands what they
They're a
have, and
dumpster fire.
they're like, we're
Yeah.
tanking. I think Rattler has played good football. I just
I do
think
too. I mean,
y-
he mistakes couple,
yeah,
but
but that's a horrible team. I think they're literally
yeah,
just looking at it and saying, let's just do what we can to
Let's just
get the
get out of
highest
here.
draft pick
Yeah.
possible. And they put Tyler Shuck in, and he immediately was like, I like the other team's jerseys more. Let me
yeah.
throw it to them.
Just like in preseason.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah.
Interesting.
That's a good jersey. Let me
Which
throw it right to them.
I don't know. I don't know if y'all remember back to our first episode, but I was super down on fucking Tyler Shaw. I thought his highlights are terrible, and those are highlights.
His combine was terrible. Cameron,
Like, I
that's
Yeah,
bro,
throwing on air.
yeah.
There's
yeah,
nobody.
The drill, yeah, the yeah, he was just throwing to receivers and he tried
It
to
was a
sidearm one or
slant
whatever.
route.
Yeah. It was a
Yeah, he
dig
like
and he just
he just
yeah, when you're
sent
doing
it.
that, bro, we watched Trevor Knight go to the combine and actually throw some good balls. And Tyler Shuck is out there just humming balls 50 yards in the air or way out in front. And
Joe
and just his
Milton looked
motion.
good in the
Yeah,
combine
his
compared to
the way
like
that he was leading people or
it
like
was
his
like a
foot he's I don't
weird.
know, bro. He isn't he like 28 years old?
Yeah,
yeah. He's
he's
old.
like
He's
27?
older.
Yeah.
25. I
Yeah,
think he's
he's
25.
man shit. I'll look it up shit. I think he's like
Hold
20.
on.
I think he older than that. He might be older than me.
Hold on.
Tyler Shuck.
He's
26, okay.
26.
Yeah.
Bro.
He's an old man as a rookie and I
How does
enjoy
he
it.
get drafted? That's my thing. How does he
Well,
even get drafted?
look at the quarterback draft this past year. It was literally everybody looked at it as Cam Ward and that's it, which is funny because I think
They
that
left Quinn on the board, son.
well, yeah,
They
you
left
ain't
Quinn
lying,
on
but
there.
Jackson Dart I think was overlooked, which is crazy. I think people were just kind of scared to take a chance on him, which is crazy because Lane Kiffin raved about how well he is, but it's just the quarterback class is bad. You dig what I'm saying? So I think that's why.
No,
That's why.
no, it was.
If
I think it
I'm
was
fucking
bad.
Atlanta, bro, I'm cutting bait with Kirk Cousins and trying to figure out a way to bring Shador down. Just
Chiduki,
cause. Just cause.
man.
Why not?
Why? He's
I
not going
mean,
to play over Penix whenever Penix gets healthy. I wouldn't
but at
even do
least he'll
that.
be there. I mean, shit, that's better than what Kirko's giving you. And
You're not wrong.
it's given the world a chance to see if Shador can actually if he's getting fucked in Cleveland
No,
or if he really can't play.
Nah, just
no.
leave him there. Let's see what happens.
The true chance is if he goes down to New Orleans. That's the real chance.
If he can turn New Orleans around, he needs a statue. Not just in New Orleans, but for the NFL. He needs a statue outside of Canton. Like just boom. As you enter the Hall of Fame, he needs a statue right there if he can turn them around right now. That's what I'll do. Did y'all watch my team get hornswoggled on Sunday Night Football?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not
we
gonna
can go
lie
to
to
college
you.
football.
I'm not gonna
He
lie to
said,
you. I
"Go
watched
college
it.
football."
I watched it. I think the last play I watched was the offsides, not offsides,
Yeah.
which by the way might be one of the worst blown calls in the history of football. It's up there to me with the Rams and Saints.
Oh,
Only
the
difference
PI.
is the situation is
Yeah.
massively different. But how do
Yeah.
you not? You're a fucking line judge. That's your only like. That's it. How does
You just
nobody
stand
see
there.
him jump? His whole body was offsides. Like,
Yeah. Well,
bro, if I was Rodgers, I'd been pissed too, man. I'm
yeah.
not even gonna lie.
I honestly, I'll keep it a
He's
stack. I
getting.
think even if they jump offsides there, they call it offsides. We still bring Boswell out there to kick a field goal eventually,
That's fine,
and
baby. Let's
Right.
go.
and I think afterwards the Packers were
Best
going
kicker in the
to
league.
they were going to make it do what it do. The Steelers at this point have shown no matter how much you that like for instance me who's tired of Mike Tomlin, but no matter how much you try to be optimistic, it doesn't matter. It's the same shit. Same
I
shit.
got two other thoughts on that game. Number one, there were two plays on back to back drives that massively changed that game. One of them was that offsides no call, and the very next drive when they punted it to Green Bay, they had them third and long, and they brought the fucking house, and Jordan Love just threw the ball up into the middle of everything, and Tyler Kraft just shoved the piss out of your corner. or safety. This
His
is safety.
safety.
Deshaun Elliott. Yeah.
Yeah,
By the way, prayers for his knee because his knee is
no,
garbage
he's
now.
cooked. He was crying in the locker room. See,
Yeah, bro.
I on that play, I'm one of those. I didn't even think it was bad push off because it
No, no, no.
reminded
Yeah,
me. Yeah, it reminded me of the week before when Ramsey had Chase just get your ass
yeah.
over here,
He
Chase.
said,
Get your bitch ass off of me. But no,
I wouldn't
just
say it's just that play. Like,
turn around.
I mean, that shit. That turn. Yeah, that shit turned into like a 70-yard
Yeah,
pass. I'm
turn
like,
and a,
"Turn
a knee
around."
snap. Yeah, just turn around. And
bro.
that's six, bro.
And
But no, it
I've never seen a team look like in the first in the first half. Pittsburgh looked like a legitimate AFC contender to me.
yeah,
Offense was moving the ball. Now they weren't scoring touchdowns, but they were moving the
move
ball
at
however the hell
will.
they wanted, and the defense was shutting Green Bay down.
Seven
Green
to
Bay didn't know what the
sixteen.
fuck they were doing. Yeah,
7-16.
and then the second half, it was like Pittsburgh didn't look like an NFL team at all,
Yeah,
bro.
it was like,
It
hey,
was terrible.
what are we doing after the game? Yeah,
It's been
not.
I mean, the last time I seen that was vice versa, and it was Jacksonville in the Chargers in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Um,
anyways,
the Steelers' problem to me is you have the highest paid defense, and Jordan Love is making just whatever he
Well,
wants in the
you
kitchen.
got the highest paid defense, but look at the age on said
Well,
defense,
yeah,
right?
duh. That's my biggest problem with Tomlin though is that he's one. You know when a coach gets old and they just want vets. That's it. Like
hmm
they're not interested in bringing along young talent because they're just
Yeah,
like, I need to win right now, and
yeah.
what helps me win right now is these veterans. My whole thing has been if you get Jalen Ramsey, why are you getting Jalen Ramsey? Because the fucking Rams didn't want him and the Dolphins didn't want him, so why do you want him? If you're getting Slay, why are you getting Slay? Because Cooper DeJean and Quinion Mitchell took his spot. So it's not one of those things where everybody's making it seem like, oh, well, one man's trash is another man's treasure. No, it's
No.
actually not, but it's really just teams are done with them. You're
Yeah.
if the Steelers front office would understand this, when you let go of a player, the reason you let go of him, Steelers, is because you think he's cooked. When you got rid of Chase Claypool, it was because you thought he's fried. When you let go of Deontay Johnson, you thought it was because he was fried. When you let go of Juju Smith-Schuster, you thought it was because he was fried. That's what you do. So what the fuck do you think these other teams are doing? If they're letting them go, it's not because and you thinking that a 30 now 31-year-old Jalen Ramsey can be your lockdown corner at 31 years old, you're I at a loss. Devin Tower, here
I
I come.
I will say that historically, you brought up a good point of a lot of people on the offensive side of the ball that your team let go. Defensively, I feel like the Steelers definitely hold on to dudes a little past their prime way more often than not. And through the draft, it takes anybody that gets drafted by the Steelers on the defensive side of the ball. It doesn't take them a long time to develop, but they're kind of like waiting in the wings a little bit because it's not gatekeeping, but it almost seems like, well, I mean, we're paying Cam Hayward what we're paying him, so it might be a little bit before you get on the field.
Well, even then, they drafted the rookie from Oregon, Derek Harmon, who hasn't
Hmm.
been terrible, but he's not Mason Graham up in Cleveland.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
not
like
getting
they're
snaps. Yeah.
no, he is getting snaps.
Oh yes.
He's just not wrecking the game like that. Like teams are still running the
Yeah.
ball. I don't understand at this point. It's 2025, and with the rules in the NFL being changed as they are, and I know people can complain about it, but it's never going to go back. For you to year in and year out for 3 years in a row, our first round has looked like this. Well, first, we can go back even further than that. Najee Harris isn't on the team. That's a first rounder. Kenny Pickett's not on the team, and he was a bust. Then you go Broderick Jones, who nobody knows if he's a bust or not. You go Troy Faltano the year after that, and then you go Derek Harmon the year after that. Who's supposed to be the playmaker? Because the two offensive guys, playmakers that you drafted, you missed on, right? Who's supposed? Where's your playmakers coming from?
You
Oh,
could have hit on somebody else, but you traded him.
yeah. Well, there's a lot like hindsight is 2020, but Broderick Jones, we traded up to get him. We traded with the Patriots. Guess who the Patriots drafted? Christian Gonzalez, who is a top 5 to 6 corner in the league. We did the
All
same thing
pro.
with Troy Faltano. Like they're just looking for safe picks. And I get it, but it's same shit, different toilet paper. I don't know what the saying should be. It's
Do
just
you do you think that bringing in people like Slay and Ramsey has kind of hamstrung Joey Porter Jr. in his development and what could be?
yes and no. Yes, in the way because Tomlin doesn't let Joey get the assignment and he can kind of hide behind that, like, oh, well, I'm giving that to Joey or I'm giving that to Jalen, I'm giving that to Slay because Joey does get handsy and he pulls, but you do not learn from just watching. I know people say, "Oh, we'll put him in box and mitts in practice." You learn by doing. So if he's not getting those challenges, he's not going to get better. And they're now running up into he's going to need to be on or get paid next year. And then another guy who I think should always be on the field and who the last 2 weeks has barely gotten any snaps is Nick Herbig. Kid was electric whenever Highsmith was hurt. He was 2 sacks a game, barely touching the field now.
I just feel like Pittsburgh, man, and I don't know. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I just feel like Pittsburgh has been in a slow decline since the Shazier thing.
Yeah.
I not just like I don't know. It
This is
just to
just
me when I
heartbreaking.
think
I don't
back,
even want to talk about it.
yeah, just like it started with AB, and
Yeah.
then
Well, it was
and then
Le'Veon and
Shazier
then
went
AB.
down.
Mm.
Yeah, with Le'Veon and his drama, and then AB with when he got hit by
Perfect.
Perfect
Montez, yeah,
and
perfect.
started his bullshit drama after that.
TD.
Then Shazier got hurt. It's
Well,
like I don't know. I feel
Shazier
like
was the start. Shazier got hurt in the. Did he get? Whoa, actually, yeah. Shazier might have gotten hurt the same game that AB. I'd have to look at it. I know it was against
got
the Bengals,
concussed.
both of them, but
Hmm.
maybe it wasn't. No, no, no. Shazier's was in a regular season, so I think Shazier's was first, and then AB's was in the same maybe that playoffs,
Yeah.
and then Le'Veon held out, and AB actually came back the next year, had a solid year, and then AB in the next offseason was like, I'm out. The offensive line got old. Pouncey, DeCastro, Villanueva, Ben got old. The defense had already gotten old. Troy Polamalu, James Ferrier, Harrison, Casey Hampton, those guys all retired, and they haven't really replaced them. And the way I look at it is you can listen to like Bill Cowher and other guys talk about plays that were made on defense by some of those guys, or even offense, and the Steelers aren't looking for those kind of players no more. They're not looking for the
Yeah,
guys that like Bill Cowher had a story about Palomalu where he was like, "We're in a cover two, so the safety's deep halves," and he was like, "I'm all for showing like pressure, but Troy is right off the line, and he's like, I'm on the sideline screaming, Troy, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?" And he's like, Carson Palmer is calling his cadence out, and he's like, man, what the hell is he doing? And then I guess they ended up calling a timeout. And he said he walked up to Troy and was like, bro, what the hell are you doing? We're in a cover two. And he was like, I know that. But I figured that if I came down and stood in the box, that Carson would think that we were in a one high safety running cover three, and he would try to throw the ball to the middle of the field, or yeah, or he would try to throw the ball up
And
the
I was
seam.
just gonna
Yeah,
run back at
and
the
he
snap
said
of the
no. He
ball.
said we switched. Deshae Townsend, who was the corner, I told him to go take the deep half, and I would take the flat. So it was a cover two invert that he just called on the fly. Or the James Harrison interception in the Super Bowl, he wasn't supposed to drop back on Kurt Warner. He was just like, man, I've been watching some film, so I'm just gonna drop back and ball, take it to the crib. The Steelers don't have that. They have guys that just come out there and that are
Instinctual.
just like, okay, what am I supposed to do? So they're just doing that, and I think it's about time to push the reset button because at this point they've been playing Madden 2021 for 5 years, and it's time to upgrade and just see what happens at this point. Welcome.
Drop the mic on that.
Yeah. But
Drop the
gents, I mean, we watched some college football. Was
briefly.
we watched OU lose to Ole Miss. It was a good
It
game.
might have. It was almost the comeback of all ages.
It really was. I was hyped. I'd gotten
It was,
hyped, and
it was
then
close.
it didn't
I
turn out
got
the
a
way that I wanted it to.
I got a lot
Go
to get
ahead.
off my chest about OU, bro.
Go
I'm so
ahead.
tired. I'm so tired of OU fans being so fucking fickle, bro. Like people are talking about OU like we're fucking four and you know, um,
Like we
like
were
four and
last year.
four.
Like we're
Bro, yeah,
last year's
like we
team.
are 6-2. One of your losses in a game that you can't really judge off of because it just shit happens in that game every year. You just never know. And the other game we weren't supposed to win anyways. Ole Miss is better. They are better. That's why they're ranked higher. Their only loss was at Georgia after a collapse. They
Yeah,
dominated the whole game.
they did.
Ole Miss is a good team, and OU could have won, and that's where you want to be against good teams, where you could win. Satanga doesn't fumble that punt return. We get the ball on the plus side of the 50 with like 7 minutes left, down five, all the time in the world. Mateer missed a couple of throws. The line is dog shit. But outside of that, like I'm tired of people being like, "Oh, well, fucking fire Venables and
You
Mateer
got that
sucks." And I
right.
thought,
Fire him.
I thought, I thought Arbuckle was supposed to
Whoa.
fix this offense. This offense is miles, but even on a bad day, miles better than what we were throwing out there last year. It's their first year in the SEC. Give them a fucking chance to figure it out. It's a lot different than playing in the Pac-12. It's faster. It's bigger. Like it's schemed better. So people don't just come in and light shit up in their first year like all the time. Heupel wasn't, I think his first year at Tennessee, and he's a guru. Started hot, faded off in the end. Lane Kiffin for the first 3 years at Ole Miss started hot every year, faded in the end. It happened. Like, dude, it's the SEC. So one thing I know about Venables, this OU is the pinnacle for him. He is going to do everything he can to return OU to glory. That he will not sleep until it happens. You don't have to worry about him Lincoln Rileying OU. Like this is it for him. He passed on tons of jobs to get to OU. Give him not to mention the culture, the results on the field, everything is better, in my opinion. Like I don't. I get tired of that. Quite frankly, I'm kind of done on Murray as a running back coach. I'm so tired of the running back rotation. Xavier Robinson should be RB1. I don't care what
Easy.
anybody says.
Easy money.
Don't care what I've been saying that since like week 3. I don't understand why he gets 9 carries and runs for 118 yards or some shit and 2 touchdowns. Completely changed the game in the third quarter and gave OU life. Blaylock is nice, but Robinson is an SEC running back, in my opinion. He's big. He's got great vision. He can pass catch. Like, um, um, he can block really well. Like, it baffles me that he's not RB1. And like I said, it's not a shot at Blaylock because Blaylock is good, but Blaylock's fast. If he can get the edge, cool. But I don't feel like he really runs between the tackles as well as Robinson does. And I'm kind of tired of the quarterback run game. It's not as effective as it once was. I think everybody's kind of got a beat on your quarterback run game. So you got a running back that's finding holes. Let this man eat. God dang. Like he did the same shit last year. Didn't get opportunities until late in the season and then took off with the RB1 job. Like I don't understand that. I don't understand why we can't scheme Kanik open again. What happened to Kanik? Sategna's nice, but I don't understand why we all of a sudden can't seem to find Jaren Kanik.
I think teams are just trying to take him away because they seen the connection between him and Mateer early in the season, and they were just like, okay, that's his primary read. Let's take that away.
I
They'll be
feel
fine.
like I feel like Mateer has adjusted well, and like because now it seems like him and Sategna have a really good chemistry. But Mateer missed some reads, he missed some throws, but quarterbacks aren't perfect. He he missed Sategna wide open on a it was a pop pass fake. Fucking Sategna, the same play they scored against South Carolina. Is that same concept, and Sategna was wide open,
He missed
and
him on
Mateer
that
checked
last.
it down.
Yeah, he missed him on that last fourth down throw too.
Yeah, like I just sailed it. I mean, but
No. He didn't throw it. He threw that one
that's
to
right.
someone
Giovanni
else.
Gibson.
Yeah,
Yeah, he threw it
Yeah.
to Giovanni. Yeah,
yeah.
I know what you're talking about though. He
But
did
again,
miss the techno on
he's
that one.
getting pressured. It's
Yeah,
quarterbacks fuck up all the time.
bro.
I think Xavier Robinson, him not getting touches down the stretch, that's to me, I can pass some blame onto BV and Arbuckle, and they kind of ate it after the game where they asked, uh, "Do you guys think that y'all should have given him more touches?" And they both answered like, "That's fair criticism. We probably should have given him the ball more." Um, I think that they're asking Mateer to do too much at times.
Yes.
Just Mateer is a good quarterback. I just don't think that he's a. I think because of how bad Jackson Arnold was, the step up for Mateer,
On
people
the
over.
stats too.
Well,
Yeah.
it was non-conference too, but people do what OU fans do all the time, which is before Texas game or before conference play starts, we beat the shit out of a lot of teams that we should beat the shit out of, and it's like
The
there's
hype
never
train.
any, there's never any in between where it's like, okay, let's just wait and see until we get into conference play or anything like that. It's immediately we're winning the national championship. Mateer is the best quarterback. He's Baker Mayfield. Blah blah blah. And again, I think he's a really good quarterback. I think he's closer to DG than he is Baker or Kyler or Jalen or Caleb, even when he was there. Um, but it's his first year there. He's more than likely coming back next year because his draft stock just plummeted.
Yeah, which I like. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that game it did a lot as far as, and BV said it before the game. We're going to find out more about our team, which they did, which is they have a great defense. They can be had. The offense isn't as far along as people thought, but it is still leaps above where it was last year.
Yeah.
You at least have
This
a pulse.
this game last year, like if this if last year's Oklahoma team plays on Saturday, we get run out of our own stadium.
60.
Like and like Guillory had a really good game. Welcome back to the fucking lineup, and he looked like he did the first few games of the year. But
Yep.
our safeties have no cover skills, bro. Like
Would
every
get
time I
burned up.
saw a receiver running, open on a third and long, it was a safety covering. It
Yep.
was either Peyton Bowen, Spears Jennings, or it was Reggie Powers.
Yep.
They all hit really hard, which I like bring the hammer. But man, god dang, dude, I don't feel like Eli Bowen and Cortland Guillory got picked on a lot, and neither did Kendall Daniels. I felt like he played a really good game, but
Even if the biggest thing that I've been noticing with a lot of OU fans is they have not adjusted to the SEC. They
no,
think
yeah,
that it's still the Big 12. They think we should be putting
like
up
we should
60
win,
points
bro.
every week.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's
not
like
gonna
it's
What's
happen.
going on?
yeah,
How did we lose that game?
the SEC is the closest thing to the NFL that you're going to get. It's every week these teams are really good. It's so much better, and I think we got spoiled for 20 years of
Yeah,
being in the Big 12 and just beating the shit out of everybody. Now we're in the
yeah,
Big 12 and it's like at the first sign of criticism or the not criticism but the first sign of just like turmoil, it's get rid of everybody. We need to fire
yeah.
every single person, blah blah blah. And it's just like no, that's what happens. You're not very rarely, especially in the SEC, unless you have fucking Cam Newton, do you go from winning 6 games to not losing an SEC game and going to the college football playoff to win a
Bro, and
national championship.
not to mention like all these people that want to fire Venables. We have a top 20 class in 26 and the number one class right now in 27. And guess what? LSU just fired their coach. Penn State just fired their coach. Oh, and guess what just happened yesterday? Even though we lost, we got a flip commit from Penn State, a 4-star receiver. Like, if you show stability in your program, you're going to get flips from all these programs that just fired their fucking coaches. Like, just take a breath, man. It's like, ah,
Yep.
ugh.
The only devil's advocate that I'll play there is we do have to win a couple games down the stretch
Yeah.
because
Which I
if
think,
we should, but if they win 6 7 games, they'll lose a lot more recruits
yeah,
afterwards because then they'll be like, okay, we want to go there, but you guys ain't producing, so fuck all that. Six
It
seven, I see you,
was
Isaiah.
yeah.
6 7
I just,
recruits.
Yeah,
I don't
six
know.
seven. See,
And I
see.
think people
Six seven.
like Trinidad Chambliss is dude, that dude. He's that guy, man. People,
I
I
It's a
don't
diamond
like
in the rough. Nobody
brother.
saw him coming.
Lane Kiffin is Lane Kiffin.
Crazy play caller, bro.
Well, Lane Kiffin is in that gambling ring because
1,000. He
they
can
bro
take the
they
over.
get to the red zone and then you yank him and put the backup
Yeah,
in.
so he could throw 3 straight incompletions.
Yeah, what the fuck?
He
And
knew what he
then
was doing.
was it right out of half or something like that on like the 30 on
You
your
go
own
for it.
30? Yeah,
Yeah,
what the fuck? Yeah, no,
I,
he's definitely selling. He was like,
Big
oh wait,
dog,
what's
I
the
big dog
over
type
under?
stuff. Yeah,
I hope OU fans are ready because we're fixing to go into Knoxville and play a better offense than what we just played. Like, just saying, statistically, Tennessee has a better offense.
yeah. No,
So,
and they
and
do at the moment.
I think OU will respond well. I don't know that they win, but I think OU will respond well. They'll be competitive. They'll play hard.
Just don't
Uh,
get the shit
Call
kicked out of them. If as
call me
long as they
yeah,
don't,
crazy.
if they got blown out, then I think that changes the whole momentum of the season. Go
yeah.
ahead, Isaiah.
Call me crazy. Okay,
I
so I'm
will,
looking at
motherfucker.
the last 4 games for Vandy. If Vandy
Goddamn, dude,
wins
Vandy,
out,
bro.
they're going to be playing in the conference championship
Yeah.
because
Hmm.
by the skin of their teeth, Texas won. Okay, they got Texas,
Hmm.
Auburn, Kentucky, and Tennessee, which they're currently ranked above Tennessee at the moment.
Hey.
Their
Did y'all
only
know
loss was to Alabama.
Alabama in Alabama? Did you? And that was a game they were winning a lot for a
Mm-hmm.
while.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And then Bambi
Uh,
turned it on.
did y'all know
yeah.
this is the first time Vandy's been a top 10 team since like 1940 something?
Damn.
Hey, good job,
Back when John
Pavia.
F. Kennedy was still
Attaboy.
alive.
Hell yeah.
The only reason why I'm pointing this
They're gonna
out is
baptize Texas, bro.
Yeah.
because
Arch is in the
based
concussion
on
protocol. Actually, if Arch
yeah,
is in the concussion protocol, they might win.
they might put up 40. Okay, they might put up 40. I don't know who their
Bro,
Nah,
backup is, but
he played better this past week,
right
but
before I went into the fucking shadow realm of cell service in Eufaula, I pulled up the Texas score and it was like 30. It was like 31-14 Mississippi
they
State. And
came
I was
back.
like, I know it's crazy. And it was a lot of it was Arch. So I mean, shout out to Arch. He did a lot of good shit in the second half,
and
kind of
then he
bringing
got
it
knocked
back.
the
And then
fuck out.
yeah, and I was to say, then he got knocked the fuck
They got
out.
knocked the fuck out. I mean, I'm only looking at it now because, and the reason that I'm saying that is because I'm trying to determine because Vandy is in the SEC. Are they split up in 4 divisions now? Or are they still
No,
two?
that's I think next year.
Hmm.
Next year they
It's
go
not
to
even
four
two.
divisions.
It's just one whole thing right now,
Yes.
if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
good, good.
Yeah,
Which
so it would be
total there's
like,
16 teams, right,
and you said they
in the
played
SEC?
Tennessee, so if they
Yeah.
beat
Yeah,
Tennessee, they'd knock them out. So it could literally be Vandy and Ole Miss.
Yeah, I don't think there's any skibbity toilet in the SEC.
Yeah, they're all not very Sigma.
Yeah.
well, and so I'm looking at their schedule, right? And I think if they lose one out of their last four, so if they lose to Texas or if they lose to Tennessee, they're gonna go in the strength of schedule and they're gonna look at it and go, yeah, you lost to Bama and you beat LSU when they were 10 and you beat Missouri when they were 15. But who else did you play?
Who do
So
you think
that's
is going
why
to have
I'm.
that conversation?
Oh, when they go into if they play in the conference championship, which they might not play in the conference championship if they lose one out of those last four. If they don't, are they going to have the argument on their strength of schedule and the
It
difference
doesn't.
between them?
It honestly doesn't matter at this point, Isaiah. Have you looked at the other conferences? Even if they don't play a great team in the SEC or beat a great team, the other conferences are so bad that their strength of schedule is horrible. Who you think they're going to
Yes.
leave them out for fucking what?
Well, no, I'm saying the difference between them with 2 losses and OU with possibly three. That's how I'm trying to circle this back in
Oh
and
no, it
talk
would
about it.
make sense, but I don't think they would do that.
Because right now it's Ohio State, Bama, and basically everybody else.
Indiana,
Yeah, in Indiana, but Indiana plays in the
A and
Big Ten,
M,
and
Can I answer this question really quick?
yeah,
It would be OU because of brand.
yeah. Well,
yeah,
That's what it would be.
yes and no. The only reason that I could see them leaving OU out is because, and like I agree with the brand, but you also have to think that the last three times that they've went off of the brand, OU has gotten the fuck kicked out of them in the
in the
playoff.
CFP. Yeah,
That
but I
I,
mean, it was there.
six
There was only four
seven.
teams at the time. There's only
Yeah,
four
but
teams at the time.
I'm saying if you let them in and they got the absolute IHOP bacon kicked out of them, and
Yeah,
I
but
do.
my question would be, or my response to that would be, what would the general public tune in for
Probably Vandy.
nationwide?
I
Would it be? Would
probably
you?
I would say Vandy because they're never there. You'll have
because
a
they're
bunch of
hot right
people
now.
that well, you have a bunch of people that just
That's
want to see an upset story or a Cinderella story or some shit like that.
that's
If it's
fair.
if it's between them two, I know there'll be a lot of people that could. It would
I
determine like a
would
matchup,
I
but
would rather see Diego Pavia versus anybody, if I'm being honest, because just because I watch OU every day, I know what it is. Like,
but
if
keeping it
go ahead,
real, there's a universe where they both make it. That
there
that's
is.
where I was trying to go because there's the other conferences are so fucking
So,
Terrible,
bad.
bro.
I mean,
Yeah,
the Big 12 is gonna have one team
one.
come out of
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's just because
and
they
then
have to.
yeah, Big
the
Ten will probably have
Pac-12 can't have anybody.
The
They,
Big
Big Ten will
Ten,
probably have three, if I had to
yeah,
guess.
what,
Indiana, Ohio State, and Oregon.
and yeah,
yeah,
and then the ACC, God,
One,
Georgia Tech,
one.
baby,
yeah.
Oh no,
Georgia
Georgia
Tech is the only
Tech,
yeah,
team.
Georgia Tech
Yeah,
and
yeah. I forgot
Miami,
about
maybe. Yeah,
Georgia Tech.
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
And then the Mountain West gets a representative, right? Mountain West, and then the MAC.
Does it or is it just Power Fives?
I
I
thought the
don't fucking know.
AAC. I thought the AAC possibly had one, but I guess not.
They might. I don't fuck. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Because
I don't
now
fucking know.
it's a group of 5 conferences.
I know it's the
Yeah,
Power Four get an auto bid for their conference champion,
there's more
but
teams
they're
next year, right?
yeah.
Is
Honestly,
there?
No,
man,
They're
I don't
going
think
up to
so.
16.
I don't
at
think so.
some
Not yet.
point,
They're talking about it.
I thought
I
they
think
were
they'd
at
be
next year,
killing
but
kids' draft stocks if they go up to 16.
you think
Even
so?
12 is risky. I mean,
Think so?
12 is even risky.
It is, but I mean, y'all are playing for money now. You ain't got no excuses. Get your asses out here and play some football.
There you
That's
go. Let
true.
them know. Shit. You
Yeah,
know
fuck
what?
all that.
You already commissioned our fantasy league.
There you
You just
go.
commissioned the NCAA.
Hey,
Shit.
Yeah,
get
what
your
I
ass
mean,
out there and play some fucking
yeah,
football.
they better
Can he
start playing
play?
Pop Tart.
Yeah,
Put them in the Pop Top bowl. Put them
yeah.
in the Pop Tart bowl.
But I mean, outside of college football, NBA tipped off, and I've
Yeah,
been
go.
seeing I've been seeing motherfuckers go for 50 weekly, nightly. I
From the free throw
the
line.
the names that have scored 50 or 40, I've expected. SGA, Luca. Did Victor win wet bananas?
Nah,
Did he? Okay.
nah.
He
Yes,
just
he went for 40. He went
okay.
for
Oh,
40.
did
So he
he?
went for
Okay.
40.
Oh, I
There you
didn't know he
go.
went to.
He
Okay.
went for 40.
So
Okay.
so most of the names that have went for 40, I was expecting. I didn't expect fucking Austin Reeves to. You know what? Let me
Or Aaron Gordon,
get no. The Aaron Gordon one was crazy. Was he like
bro.
10 of 11 from three?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
And they lost.
Yeah.
They lost that game. It's ridiculous.
It's crazy because people were talking about how Michael Porter Jr. is gone and they brought in Cam Johnston or whatever, and like
He ain't
Aaron
doing
Gordon's like,
shit.
they let him go because of me, because I'm not down,
Well,
baby.
no,
It's my
honestly,
team.
Michael Porter Jr. wasn't shit when he was in Denver. He was in Denver for like 6 years and
Because he was
never
always
wasn't.
hurt.
No, even when he, bro, every year that they made a playoff run, up until last year, he was starting and in every game. Last year was the first year that he was like, my shoulder hurts, and then proceeded to bust the Thunder's ass for like 25.
He used to do that to LA. He every time the Lakers played him, bruh,
I don't know. Maybe it was just when I was watching this man because there was he was such a volume shooter, and you're 6'8", bro. Handle the rock. Get your
He
ass in the
can.
paint.
He can.
That's why he's so frustrating.
But he's a
I think
shooter. That's it. That's
I
he
think
plays
his
his role, bro. He's a
I think
shooter.
his whole game changed when he had to have his back surgery coming out
Yeah.
of college, my
Yeah.
opinion. Because you watch his fucking tapes in high school, bro. Like
He was
he had a
cold.
handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Like there
turned
was
into
there was
Kyle
reason for
Korver.
his hype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he turned into Kyle Korver. Would you tell Kyle Korver to take a motherfucker to the paint, Isaiah? Would you
Hey,
tell
he
Kyle
had a dunk
Korver?
one year.
Would you
He
would you
he,
tell
he
Kyle
dunked in a
Korver
game one year.
to handle the ball? No, go shoot
Don't
that
let him
mug,
mix
bro.
you up.
Go
Don't
shoot.
let Kyle
Man, hell
Korver
no.
mix you up.
Luca got a rim grazer.
Tell
I
him.
ain't counting that.
Bro, Luca is crazy, man. I saw a video at the end of last year. It said something about American fast food, and it was Luca's fucking rookie tape, bro. He was banging on people. I was like, I forgot he could dunk like
And then
that,
he started
He's
eating all
six
that in and
eight.
out,
Yeah,
bro.
he's 6'8",
Yeah,
6'9". He should be,
bro.
but
yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
he
saucing the
with
shit out of
hand,
everybody and banging on people. Oh my god, I
yeah
forgot he was like
bro.
this,
Yeah, European food based from like In and Out is very different, and
yeah
he likes to drink beer.
yeah
Okay,
he said it. They were like, "Why'd you gain so much weight?" And he was like, "American food is just so much sugar. It just sits on you." But no, man, AR-15
Marlon.
came out last night and cooked. I'm happy.
Are
hell of
you?
a game.
Listen, I know what the obvious answer is. Do you want LeBron back?
No,
I don't
He said,
either.
"Leave
Like,
him out."
no,
just
fuck
let
it.
the franchise move on with Reeves and fucking Luca and even Aiden's playing well, in my
Can't
opinion,
you're like you're in my head,
Preach
pause,
to the
and just
choir, man.
pulling all my thoughts out into onto
bro.
camera.
There's no
I
reason for him to come back. He's just gonna
selling
ruin all
tickets,
the like. Man, that's
selling tickets. You're
bro.
now
Get out.
pushing.
Get out.
You're now
Yeah,
pushing Austin down to the third leg again. Luka will be the one or two, and that's just what it is. You're making the defense worse because you're not going to like defend all game. You'll pick and choose your moments, and it's making the whole team worse. I don't understand why you would think that it's going to be better because the league always goes younger. And outside
bro.
of him selling tickets, I just don't understand it honestly.
Bro, the Lakers are the NBA's New York Giants, man. LeBron is Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
I
Well,
don't say that from a skill, stat,
personality
talent.
wise,
Like
corny ass
I'm saying,
LeBron.
like his fit into that team.
Yeah,
Don't do it. Like
yeah.
okay. So,
the LA
how
is
much longer
hyped.
is he supposed to be out?
Who?
Like a week, I
LeBron.
think, isn't it? A
Nah,
couple
I think
weeks.
LeBron. Yeah, yeah. He's supposed to be out into November, but Luca's out for 2 weeks now.
Okay. So, with that,
Let let Reeves cook.
That's why he cooked last night.
That's right. Him and DeAndre Ayton, baby.
Yeah,
He's resurrecting DeAndre Ayton right in
man.
front of our eyes, baby.
Hey, hey,
I
number
think
one
he was
pick,
part of
baby.
that
And
gambling
there's
ring
another
too.
white guy on that team that was banging fucking threes yesterday. I
Oh
don't know
my
what his
God, I
name,
forgot his
Connect?
name.
31, I think. No,
Uh,
not Dalton Connect.
No.
Dalton
It's
Connect is
the foreign.
It
cheeks,
was
my
the
guy.
draft pick.
No, 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 it
Yeah,
was
it was the
not.
foreign guy.
That was
Laravia.
draft pick, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Laravia.
Yeah, he
That
came
one,
from Sacramento.
yeah, bro, he's banging threes too. I'm like,
Yeah.
LA just keeps finding these white people, man. I'm
White
like,
dudes, baby, and
I'm like,
Marcus
this,
Smart. Have you watched
Said
Marcus
white
Smart come out
boy
there
boogie watch.
and
yeah, he's looked
defend?
good too. Yeah, he's been
Man, yeah,
okay.
but
Yeah.
him moving around, bro.
He's
I'm
He ain't,
the
worried about
flop
him.
king is back, baby.
he is,
Flop
but
king.
it's like watching. He ain't got no brake pads left on his knees, bro. That shit looks horrible. But I mean, him and Vando on the court together. I enjoy it. Like I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
I think
Man,
Vanderbilt's like,
just get a
like I
jumper,
feel
bro.
like
Fuck.
he's
He
yeah,
said, just get a
but I feel like
jumper.
he's like an underappreciated player in the
He
league.
is. He is very much underappreciated. He's a
Like
gnat.
I like him.
Yeah,
Yes.
me too. I like him too. I You can't have a him and a Braun on the same team because Braun is you have to have somebody like Vando to cover up Braun's not a non ability to defend like he used to, and he can't shoot, and you need shooters with
No.
Braun, so it's kind of you're cooked. So it doesn't really
I
matter,
will.
but
I will highlight something very briefly. I'm thoroughly impressed that the 76ers have came out and won to start the season. They won both of their games. VJ Edgecombe is fitting well into that team just based on, how they're distributing the scoring.
you like Fitty.
Trade PG.
Yes.
Trade PG.
Who
Because Tyrese Maxey, bro.
who is
Let
going?
Tyrese Maxey cook.
You're
Nobody's
right.
gonna take PG.
Yeah, I was about to say you right.
Nobody's
Yeah,
picking up that
fuck
contract.
that. This is what we should do. We should find a way. Who's a good team? The Nets. I think the Nets would love this trade, right? They should trade PG to Brooklyn. The Lakers should trade LeBron to Brooklyn, and the Clippers should trade Kawhi to Brooklyn, and just let them run an old man league.
I like that.
Yeah,
Little
Hell,
Sunday rec league.
they did it before with the Boston Big Three. They'll do it
yeah,
again.
No, I mean that's what the Clippers are now. They're LA Fitness All Star team.
man.
You can't play on this team unless you're over the age of
Well, yeah, because they
36.
got caught up. Obviously, we seen that gambling ring get busted, but remember,
Yeah,
Kawhi got busted where his uncle or whatever, the owner of the Clippers, was like
Steve
making
Ballmer.
shady. Yeah, he was making shady deals and shit, and saying like, "Oh, Kawhi's going out to make some money at this company," and the company wasn't even real, and he was just cashing Kawhi
Right.
like 20 mil. And Kawhi was like, "No, they was fake. They was fake."
The league has a hella stain on it right now.
Yeah, it is.
I,
I love
bro,
it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Just after a week of basketball, I am so fucking ready for Wemby versus Chet. Chet's averaging 30. Wemby scares me, and it's not because of his stats. It's because when you watch it with a naked eye, this motherfucker is cold, bro. He looks
Yes.
like a 7'4" Kevin Durant. He
Yeah.
handles really well. He's fucking pulling up from the logo. He's hitting turnaround fadeaways. He's hitting reverse windmills. I'm like, this.
He dunks
What are you gonna do?
standing
What do you
flat
do with this
footed.
guy?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Well,
what do you do with
and
this
on the
guy?
defensive side too, it he's impossible. I mean, unless you're Zion Williamson, and he will dunk, you will get dunked on if it's Zion. But outside of that, man, like just and really, when he got dunked on by Zion, one of them was a putback, the other one help side defender just left him, and
Yeah,
so Wemby went to go for his man and then saw Zion all
but
385 pounds of him coming down the lane. He was like, "I'll jump with him."
historically, though, like Zion is the perfect kryptonite to a player like Wemby and Chet because I mean, just in
Physical.
history, yeah, just somebody that plays bully ball
Yeah.
and like I I think somebody said on ESPN the other day who can guard Wemby, and they went through all these fucking names, and they were like, no, no, no. But I think the closest person that probably could and do a serviceable job is probably Chet, and it's just
Yeah.
because of his length and
Yeah.
his timing on his blocks. Like he's just so good at that. But even then, Wemby's still going to get
He's gonna get his.
30 point. Bro,
Yeah.
yeah, like
I think how
Yeah.
he
Abe
plays
Lincoln can slow him
inside
down,
and
but
yeah, I think how he plays inside and out is very impactful because you're pulling like you're pulling Joel Embiid out of the paint as a pulse as a defender, right? You gotta bring out Carl Anthony Towns, and he can't do it. Um,
After all that,
you're you're putting them in a position to where he's driving down the lane at these guys and some of the rim protectors. He's getting them in foul trouble, and he's playing clean on the other side of the court.
well, and a lot of people
Especially,
also because of how skinny and tall and lanky he is,
yeah,
Pauls, they try to bully him and they end up getting themselves in foul trouble just because they want to
yeah,
be big dog and they'll
yeah,
just like
yeah.
push
They
him
get too
around and
aggressive,
yeah.
and he'll just pull the chair out from under you, throw your shit, or he'll
That's
make you travel.
it's crazy because he doesn't even jump, so you know how you like the Kobe pumps and shit, and he just standing there. And you're like, man, fuck.
He just keeps his hand up.
Yeah,
His hand up is like less than an inch away from
that's
touching the rim.
that's what I'm saying. He got Zion back. I think he blocked like 4 Zion shots after he got dunked
Yeah,
on. Yeah,
yeah.
and not even jumping. Yeah, it's
It's like imagine if Yao had any kind of cartilage left in his legs when he
man,
made it to the NBA, and
man,
had a just a shred. If he had 3 ounces of athleticism,
bruh, fellas. I'm not
we're
gonna lie to y'all.
witnessing that in
Yes,
Wimby.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all as a Lakers fan. Back in like '09 or 10, there was a series, Lakers versus the Rockets. It was when Meta World Peace was still Ron Artest and he was with the Rockets. And Yao was busting. He was busting Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol's ass. He was like one game, he was like 20 for 21 or some shit. And I was like, look, I don't think we got nothing for him. And then they were like, Yao's out for the rest of the series, his foot. And I was like, man, that sucks.
let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
Dubs.
Dub
Well, that
City,
was
baby.
crazy. Is because he had like zero athleticism, but his skill set is what got him to be in that position. 7'6" with a turnaround jumper, a hook shot. He's blocking shots. Motherfucker doesn't even have to
He,
jump to dunk.
But
I
that,
want,
but that, that's what makes the league like. That's what sets the NBA apart from every other sport, in my opinion, is because it is truly a game of matchups. Like people can say what they want, but that's why Oklahoma City is always going to be able to beat the Spurs because they have a unit that can play against Wemby. They got a group of 5 people that can stroke, and it's going to force Wemby to come away from the rim, and then Shea's just going to go downhill, and J Dub downhill. Yeah, strip pause. My bad. That's not that one's on me.
I was like,
But that's why I'm like when the Thunder had Russ and we were getting cheeks clapped by fucking punk ass from Minnesota when he was with Utah. What's his name? Shot blocker.
Oh,
Frenchie.
Gobert.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rudy
We
Gobert.
couldn't beat the Jazz, but it's because Russ his mid range abandoned him, and the Thunder turned into 3 point or drive to the hole and had no stretch big. And so he could just sit down there and block shots. But as soon as we traded Russ and PG out and got Chris Paul, I mean we was killing the Jazz that whole year because Chris Paul comes off that pick and just pulls that midi and it brings him out. And that's like matchups are so crazy in the NBA, and that like I feel like that's why it's such a watchable sport because of
Oh
that.
yeah, game in and game out, you will see somebody cook for 25 points and then not score 8 in the next game.
Yeah.
It's a very humbling league to play in. I just wanted to mention something real fast. Do you feel like somebody took Russell Westbrook's powers because that motherfucker cannot hit a mid-range jump shot to save his life now? We witnessed years and years of him being in Oklahoma City,
Yep.
pulling that midi, hitting it off the glass, just pull it. He had one of the best mid range jumpers in the league. And then I don't know when it happened. I don't know if
I
it was
I
Houston.
can
I don't know if it was Washington. But I
I
remember
can tell you
watching the
exactly when
game
it happened, bro.
and he
It,
lost it.
it was his MVP year because that year he shot like 38% from three and he was pulling the motherfuckers from everywhere. And I think that fucked his mid
And
range, bro. Like
Yeah.
I
he lost
truly
his touch.
genuinely do. Yeah, because up until that year, he was either drive to the hole or stop and pop midi at the elbow every
Mhm.
time.
Yep. Yep.
And then he had that year where he was hitting from fucking everywhere on the floor. And then every year after that, he just kept like even when they brought PG in, it was either go to the rim or pull the three or give it to PG and stand there. And when he went to Houston, I just don't feel like that roster was for him. But when
It
he went
wasn't.
out to Washington,
Washington.
he had Brad Bill to space the floor, and then he had Gortat setting them Gortat pick them little rolling fucking shield picks that they
Yeah.
call them Gortat screens. You know what I'm talking about. But that opened up the rim, the drive game for us again. And then when he went to LA, it just all went downhill from there.
Yeah,
And then
it's
he
a
went to
horrible
LA.
roster. They didn't care about they built that roster like it was a 2K roster. They're like, we
Bro.
don't care about shooting as long as you green this motherfucker. We don't care.
And speaking of, while we're on the topic of Russ and NBA stuff, did anybody? I don't know if it was true, but the comments that he made about LeBron at whenever he was on the Lakers.
I didn't see anything.
All I know
So
is as soon as
basically,
he
he
go
said
ahead,
that it pissed him off, like playing with LeBron. Like he didn't seem like a real teammate. He seemed like a
like
liar.
fake, yeah, fake.
Yeah. Hmm.
All I know, I can't confirm his comments, but all I know is that first game he was with the Clippers when they played the Lakers, he hit that damn shot. He flipped LeBron off. That shit was legit. That was a real picture.
Yeah.
He was shooting the
And
birds
there's a
at him.
reason for that. I think
Yeah.
there's a reason for that. I think that's why he's still kind of like, even though him and KD and James, like, even though after all that stuff that happened in
Oh,
Oklahoma City, they're still tight
I,
with each other. I think they're all real.
wait, who?
James, KD, and
KD and
Russ.
Russ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that ties into. I think those three are all close. I think behind closed doors, I think Russ isn't
Hmm.
as he isn't as friendly in public with KD as people as he will be after they retire, just because of the beef and shit. But I would love for them three to all have a sit down documentary to talk about
Oh yeah,
it
that'd be
because I think
dope.
that would be hella dope. But yeah, I just looked up the Russ comments. It came from a new book, and it basically said that Russ was pissed off because in public LeBron was saying let Russ be Russ, but then
Hmm.
in private he was pushing for them to trade for Kyrie. Now, look, Russ, I ain't gonna hate on you, my guy, but for
Kyrie's
that
better.
roster, no, for that
Yeah.
roster,
Kyrie
Kyrie
was a better
was he
fit.
was a better fit. That's
Yeah.
that's yeah. Um, but yeah,
I just hate
beside
that like all these youngins that are coming up, man, like they didn't see Russ for what he really was. Like the motherfucker was, in my opinion, and this is very homerish, I think he's top two or 3 point guard all time. ring or no ring. That's just my personal opinion.
I have him 5 or 6,
I put
but
him
yeah,
I put him over fucking Nash, and I put him over Chris Paul. Like Curry is
He
Curry
better
Curry's
not
a
be over
is he
John Stockton. I'll tell you that right
is
now.
Curry a coded point guard, or is he a 2
he's a point guard.
point? So Curry's above him.
Yeah.
Stockton's tough though, man, because like I feel like Russ's numbers were better. They did the same shit, except Russ has MVPs and he averaged a triple double
Yeah, but he also averaged
for
Well,
way more
eight fucking.
turnovers.
I mean, that's
yeah.
true.
Well, and with Stockton too, right? So Stockton played, I think, exactly like
Well, he
19
leads the
or
league in, or
20
he
years
leads for
Leads the
steals
league
and
by
in
a
career,
mile.
right?
steals and assists. I'm pretty sure.
By a mile on
Yeah,
both
he's
of
Yeah.
those.
nobody will
So
ever pass his steal
you're
record.
right. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll walk that back a little bit. My bad.
I have it him. I have him. I have Magic because Magic is a point. Steph, and then after that, it honestly it doesn't fucking matter.
And
I
I
me
think there's
personally,
a huge difference in how
me
point guard
personally, I
play
would say
is.
J Kidd.
Yeah.
I'd say J Kidd, and then after J Kidd, probably Russ. And the only reason is because J Kidd was just consistent for his entire career. He could do more. At one point, he was top three in threes made when he retired.
Hmm.
Um, he was a true. He was a true like sheriff on the court, and his usage wasn't like Russ's. Russ's usage,
Yeah.
whenever he was putting those stats up, was fucking outrageous.
I
But
don't know. I do
he's
get
that
tired
he's that
of
dude.
the slander, bro. I'm like, y'all don't understand. Like even when he was doing it, like it's kind of like what Shea goes through right now. Like
Well, Shea's not a point
everybody.
guard.
Well,
No,
what I'm saying is like the slander on Shea because he gets to the line. Like motherfuckers fouling. Like they're fouls.
I think they're homerish. Like not homerish, but I think it's because they're your squad. Because like the Russ thing, I don't think it was really truly hate. I just think people were saying like the guy struggles shooting the ball. It's hard to put a team around him to win because he has to
Right.
have the ball in his hand. And then with Shea, it's a Lou Dort can play as physical as possible on the court. And then if you try to play that same physical brand with Shea, this shit's not happening. It's
Well,
not happening at all.
I will say that Shea's gotten smarter about how he
Gets to the
draws the
line, yes.
contact.
Yeah, it's an art.
Yes,
Yes, it is
there's a
definitely an
part
art.
of it.
It's
Yeah.
if so when Isaiah and I had a the podcast with T and Zach, we had a conversation where we were talking about is SGA a foul merchant or like a foul merchant. I was like, yeah. And I was like, I don't understand why you think it's a bad thing. Like I'm not
Yeah,
saying,
no,
oh,
it's an
SGA is
art.
cheeks. I'm saying no, he draws fouls like that. I said the same thing when KD was here. James Harden was the same way. Like most superstars do that shit.
Yeah, they.
It's I think SGA
Unless
is a
you're Anthony
hooper.
Edwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely doesn't. SGA is definitely a
Or
hooper. He gets superstar calls. All superstars get superstar calls. Braun gets superstar calls. Luka gets superstar calls.
yeah, like
Um,
bro,
it's
It's
that's
part of
just
the game.
my thing is
yeah.
Part of the game.
like throughout the whole postseason last year, everybody was bitching about SGA getting to the line and shooting all these free throws. But I'm like, even with him shooting all those free throws, the Thunder were like the 28th team in the league in free throws attempted
Yeah,
in the
Which
league,
if
is
you
bro.
which is
if
the
you base it
truth.
off of percentage, he's taking the bulk of those, which that's the only thing that might make it look
That
different.
was the if you're talking about just a specific individual and then you bring up the team to try to justify it, it's completely different arguments. SGA
Yeah.
is top two, three in free
Well, I
throws
think
attempted. And shit.
what I think what I'm trying to get at is like, yeah, that like those guys play that physical brand of basketball, but when you look in the box score, like the other team is getting to the line. It may not be the same player. It may not be Anthony Edwards every shooting all these free throws, but most games the
That's
Thunder play, they shoot less free throws than the opposition.
Right, but
So
again,
they do get called for fouls.
but that's the team versus just him, and I think
No,
that's where the frustration comes. Is like
by other people's
say
I could tell
arguments.
say
you
right,
what.
yeah, I was gonna say they're playing the Mavs as we speak. Say at the end of the game, it's like the Mavs shoot 27 free throws and the Thunder shoot 22, but SGA is shooting 18 of those 22 free throws. That's
Yeah.
the because
Well,
but he's the
can
only
I
one that
ask you a
he
question?
yeah.
I mean, how much of that though is it? Is it because he? I mean, yes, it's because he gets superstar calls, but this man's drive rate is also by far the highest in the league. He is constantly going to the hole. So when you're attacking the rim and you're drawing contact, and like I said, I'm not offended by it. I mean, he gets fouled. I mean,
It's
but
I The
I just
question, I get what you're saying, but
yeah.
there's so in the playoff series last year against the T Wolves, they
Mhm.
asked Ant after the game, I think it was like game two, and they were like, "Why did you stop attacking the rim?" And he was like, "Because I'm not getting foul calls." So if you're driving to the
That's
rim, you're
fair.
not
Yeah,
getting foul
not
called.
getting calls, you need to start settling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, but again, it shit happens all the time.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
it
it's
is
God,
what
part of
it
the
is.
game.
I'll tell you what I do know. If Carmelo would get a goddamn foul call like SGA, he'd have probably had like 7 scoring titles.
Man,
That man, that
he
man
would
every night is
have.
getting his ass kicked in New York.
Get the
Man,
fuck out of here! Give me that! Give me that
nah,
shit!
I think there should be a fine line of like people that hated on Russ. In my opinion, I ain't even gonna lie to you. My favorite version of Russ probably isn't even the best version of Russ. My favorite brand of Russ is Russ playing Robin to KD.
Yeah,
I think he
like that
was
was when he was at his
that
best, in my
motherfucker was
opinion.
that motherfucker was
Bro,
He
because
was
he was
cold.
cold as fuck. He was cool as fuck. He because when you staggered them two as well, it was
I
I
just felt like his personality was in check, so you didn't see the like the arrogant, mouthy version of
you
him.
you
You
yeah
just saw the hype. Like he
yes
You
was
saw
fucking
a
lit.
teammate. Yeah, you saw the
Yeah,
yes
perfect
yeah
teammate.
yes.
and then afterwards obviously he I mean he was really like that so he
And you
definitely took
got
Yeah,
over.
I felt like you got a little bit of him back, a little bit of that version back the second year of PG when PG was ascending in the MVP.
Hmm.
yeah.
But once shit, once PG
Playoff
starts
P started.
struggling, bro, yeah,
Yeah.
then you got
Pandemic P.
that Russ and Dame Lillard.
I felt bad for Russ in that whole situation too, though. Not the Dame shit. He deserved that. But
He did.
the shit with like he got let down in OKC. Like PG was
Yeah.
they would hoop
Not only do
all
you get
year
yeah
and
all year,
just
and then when they got Mello, it was like it was a weird grouping, but they
this sh-
made it work.
the shit worked. And then they got to the playoffs and it was against what the Jazz that
Yeah,
first year
and
and
Mello
and
talks
Uh,
about it.
well, PG just
On
fell apart. He just
Mello
fell
talks
apart.
about it on the podcast. He was like, "Bro, I thought I was coming back,"
Yeah.
and they were like,
I
bro,
"No."
listened
they
to PG
fucking
talk about he said like I guess 2 weeks before the playoffs started his shoulder got fucked up. And he said it threw him off and that's why and then the year after he said he got injured again and I'm like that's kind of the story of your career, big dog.
I have
Yeah,
never in my life seen a number 3 option get scapegoated as hard as Melo got scapegoated in the city,
yeah. In
bro.
Oklahoma City,
They
they were
act
like,
like the
"I think
whole
you're the
season was.
problem."
Bruh.
I'm like, bro, he's a number
Bro,
three
he
option.
was chilling.
If
He
that,
talks about it. He was
Yeah.
like, "Bro, I was there to get rebounds, like,
And
you
knock down
know,
shots. I felt like he
yeah,
did his
every now and
job and they were like,
again."
man, Melo, you should have been averaging 30, bro. You
you
knew Paul
trash,
George
You're
was
like,
bro,
"What do
yeah.
you
there were
mean?"
there's an honest argument that he wasn't even a third option on that team. That it was
Correct.
Steve Adams or
Yes.
Jeremy Grant.
Yes.
It
And
was
yeah.
Yeah,
like
Jeremy Grant
Russ,
was balling
Pete,
that year.
and then like 3 people.
Yeah.
Like, it's just I don't know.
I think yeah, no, he got scapegoated, and that's another reason that Portland series had to happen. Fuckers.
Bro, my
Yes.
favorite
Yeah.
Russ was the probably the 2 years after Harden got traded. Like Marlon said, when it was literally just Russ and Katie, and then you had Serge, bro.
Yeah,
That Russ was dope.
that
But
was
you
the
know
Russ that
what was
caught that lob.
crazy?
That
They
Yes,
caught that
also
good
had
against
lob.
Ennis,
Sacramento, bro.
and Ennis Canner was playing really good for that team, man. I
Hey,
know we
hey,
don't want to talk about it.
hey.
Ennis
His
Freedom,
yeah, I was
sorry.
about to say his name
Ennis
right.
Freedom. Yeah.
Bro, him and
Dion
KD
Waiters was
still
like
beef, bro.
contributing.
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
Why?
beefing the other day on fucking Twitter.
yeah.
Him and
KD
like Dion
KD be
Waiters.
beefing with everybody on Twitter.
Bro,
Just to be real.
I love that the start that the
Starting five
starting five
highlighted it.
doc. Yeah, like and he
Yes.
talks about it. Like I love that because you it gives people a chance to understand like KD, but that shit is funny to me, bro. I'm like
I
I like
I
that he does it.
I like it
Yeah.
too because I'm hoping to God that there's more people in this state that watch it and understand who he is because a lot of people hate him and then they just listen to a clip of a podcast where he's talking about Oklahoma City and they just take that out of context and just man he still hates us and it's like nah bro it's all love he just
Yeah.
you're looking at it as he left us for no reason. Fuck you, blah blah blah. You're not listening to him explain the reason, the buildup for why he left. And a lot of people will say like, "Oh, well, he could have been the greatest thing here," and blah blah blah. And it's like, yes, but the relationship had soured with him. That's
Yeah.
what it was. You got rid of one of his best friends that he felt like would have been like those three together. You lock those three up together, and they're winning
And
bro.
championships.
honestly, he
Bro,
stayed for 5 more years after
yeah.
that happened.
I'm
That's what I'm
sorry,
saying.
but I'm sorry, but Oklahoma City he saw what the pinnacle for Oklahoma City
Yeah.
with that roster.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had a chance. They blew it. There was a good there's a good argument to be made that they're not getting back to the Western Conference Finals or have a legitimate chance to get past it after that year. Like that was their year, that was their last chance, and it didn't work. And like I don't know, like Isaiah said, this after after all that, he
After
re-signed for five
all
years.
that,
He re-signed for 5 years. He came back and And even before he decided to leave, you traded him probably outside of maybe Russ. I think Serge was his best friend. Me personally, I know him and Serge were tight as hell, and you traded Serge.
for
That
fucking
probably
Victor
pissed him off,
Oladipo.
bro. That probably pissed him off.
Yes.
Dude, what?
And
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
anyway.
I'm
and
saying.
for a while, it took a lot for them to get to the point that they're at now as a franchise. But you got to look at it in that current state. Not only do you trade Surge away because he's aging, right? Surge is like what's crazy though is Surge was like 27
He's
when
28.
that happened.
Yeah.
28, too old. He's not contributing in the same way. So you try to get younger.
He goes to Toronto and balls, but continue.
Goes to Toronto 2 years later, wins a ring, which is crazy. But what the Thunder have made as a organization now, it almost in a tragic way, it took what happened before.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
took
absolutely,
everything.
It was a failed.
absolutely.
It was a
And
failed. Somebody that
And
failed in a relationship that learned from it, and then
and
mhm.
honestly, like, how much more did it mean? How much more did the championship mean to OKC fans because of that?
a lot more.
Because of that feeling of betrayal and having to tank all those years and go through the grind. Because if you think back, uh,
Well, they
Oklahoma
only
City
had like a
outside of that
3 year
first year,
slump.
outside of that first year, Oklahoma City didn't know what it was like to suck.
Yeah.
Like we were pretty
Yeah.
damn spoiled,
Boiled. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
just
like Isaiah
just
said,
like
and
being
then we
OU
only
fans.
had to do it for 3 years. Like
Yeah,
the Kings have been slumping for 25 fucking years.
Well, even
Like
that 3 years, that one of those 3 years, you were fucking in the
playing,
playoffs.
yeah, playing.
Yeah.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, so Russ left. Let's just base it off of when Russ left, right?
When
Russ
Russ
left in
left the next year, they were
20.
in the play. They were in the playoffs in the bubble.
Yeah, as an 8 seed
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
or
Then the
7 seed.
year,
I'm sorry.
yeah. The
yeah.
year after that, they rested
SGA got
SGA.
hurt.
Man,
Yeah,
that nigga didn't get hurt. They said, "Fuck that, we're shutting him down, baby."
and Lou Dort had to rest,
Yeah,
and Chet. Well, they
Chet
had
wasn't
that
drafted
was
there
the
yet.
Chet.
year
They
after,
drafted
when
Chet.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, they
and then
drafted
they did
Chet.
the same kind of deal the year after that, and then finally they were
Well,
like,
they went into the
"Let's go."
plan. They went
Yeah,
into the plan the
Now
year
the
before
now the
they were the
year
number one seed.
the year after they shut SGA down, that's when they got Giddy, and then they shut SGA down again, and Giddy balled out, and then we got Chet and J Dub and J Will,
yeah,
and Chet
Yeah,
got
but
hurt. We went to the play-in.
yeah.
yeah, so legitimately 3 years, maybe
Yeah,
that.
I ain't gonna say 3 years. Shit,
I'm gonna say like two,
I'll
two
give
and
you
a half,
a
really.
year and a half of sucking,
A full
and it
season of
wasn't even
ass,
sucking
and it
because
was when Poku was there,
yeah, dude, Poku, let's go.
bro. He is
That motherfucker's
balling
a
in the
baller,
EuroLeague.
bro.
He's balling
I
in the Euro.
I'll say this,
meow.
man. Is it not like goddamn? Is it not time to just be like let the KD shit go? Like we don't want a title, man. Like damn,
People are toxic,
let
bro.
bro, it's
Well,
crazy.
I don't.
It's
I do
I
y'all think before we wrap up here, do y'all think that Katie will ever have his jersey retired here? I heard it on the
yes,
if
radio.
he
yes,
Isaiah,
unequivocally.
Isaiah?
if if he doesn't get his jersey retired here, that is going to be one of the biggest injustices as an organization could ever make. It's a ridiculous thing to even state. We shouldn't even be speculating about it.
It
There's going to be two statues outside of
I'm
the
gonna
new
three,
whatever the fuck arena they're going to call it.
three,
Guaranteed two. But
three,
yeah.
I'm
three.
gonna tell you this.
Yeah, Nick Collison. Yeah,
This is
for sure.
all you need. This is all you need to know as to why KD should have his jersey retired. Just go down to Bricktown. Go look at it. Go look at how much the city has grown. If KD doesn't turn into and do what KD did in Oklahoma City for the organization, even with his contributions to the community, like Oklahoma City has grown as a city so much because of the success of the Thunder. Guess what? The Thunder were on KD's back.
Yeah, I was gonna
Whether
say.
people want to whether people want to admit that or not, that's what it was. And yes, Russ was there too, but until KD left, the Thunder were on his back.
Well, I was gonna say Russ would have never been Russ if KD wasn't there. If
Exactly.
if it,
Like
if that pressure got put on Russ
City
whenever he was
Walk
younger,
wouldn't have been as popular unless KD is there.
you're not
Okay.
lying. I
it could
This
be
is how I
argued that
look at
City
it.
Walk shut down because KD left.
Yeah, facts. Hey, yeah. Hey,
But
my
Real
thoughts on
spill.
it is for you to get your jersey retired, it's pretty much saying we cannot tell the story of this franchise without you. You
yeah,
cannot tell the story of the Oklahoma City Thunder without Katie. That's just what it is. People can be sad and hurt and all this other shit, but at the end of the day, you cannot tell the story of the Thunder without him. There should be three statues that go up. The first one that goes up should be Russ. The second one should be Shea. The third one
third one should be
should be
Durant.
Kevin. That should be a one of those things that it needs to happen. I know people are going to hate it for the longest time, but part of healing is letting go.
Bro,
So
I'm gonna tell you why. Like I'm 100% certain they will retire his jersey. Not a soul has worn 35 since he left. So I
there was
think
one
deep down
person
is
that did, and they cut him.
I
There's
think
one person that did, and they cut him.
deep down, I think they've already kind of cemented that.
Presti, bro,
It just
Presti
hasn't been brought out.
and KD are probably on speaking terms.
Yeah,
Andrew Brent Bennett and him are probably on speaking terms. KD, while he was here last week during opening night, was taking pictures with fucking babies of Thunder
babies.
fans.
That's right.
He is fine. People just want to hold on. Fuck that snow cupcake, little
And
motherfucker. Get on the
honestly,
court with KD then.
it's
Yeah.
mostly people that aren't basketball people too. Like it's ignorant ass Oklahoma City people that only watch basketball when
Because of
it's
the
the
Thunder.
Thunder. Yeah, like
Yep.
When
that's
it's
it.
convenient to the success of the
I,
team.
I said it.
That's
It's not on the same like it wasn't the exact same way, but the same thing that Katie did, Shaq did. A brand new
Yeah,
franchise. He took the Magic to the finals and then was like, "I'm going to LA.
I want more
yeah.
money.
Yeah, I want more money.
I,
Oh,
I
I'm gonna
like I
come
like
back.
the industry.
I'm gonna come back, but no, I'm going to LA." But
No,
that's all I got, fellas. What do y'all want to leave the listeners with this week?
Cameron, I'll let you go first.
Oh, God. Duval.
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 I'll
No,
leave.
man.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say no. I hadn't done this in a while, but I just want to say I appreciate anybody that listens and any feedback we get, positive or negative. Uh, it's
Man,
fun doing this.
keep that negative shit to yourself. But I'll say this: the weather's cooling off.
That's
Don't
right.
forget
What?
to wash your ass.
What?
Use some soap,
What?
a loofah, a
What?
washcloth,
What?
water.
Scrunchy.
What?
Yeah,
What?
bar soap.
What?
Yeah, Isaiah, what you got?
If we lose to the Baltimore Ravens,
You're probably
no,
not
I'm just
lose.
playing.
No, they're about to clap
I-
y'all's cheeks.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, we're gonna lose to Atlanta. It's not even gonna be close. So I'm not gonna say anything. I haven't worn no Miami shit, and we've won. I'm so proud of them.
I'll say this before we do wrap for real. I think the stipulation, first of all, Baltimore versus Miami should be held in Hell in a Cell, and the
Yes.
loser fires their coach.
They ain't gonna fire Harbaugh, bro. This
All right.
is this.
All right.
This is the worst season that
Hey
he's
man,
had in a long
hey
time.
man, hey,
And they
all I
still
gotta
have a
say-
chance.
Hey bro, what is
To-
how many playoff games has he been winning with Lamar?
And he still got that.
And we'll
one
talk to
Super Bowl.
y'all next week.